Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and we are back with another episode of Hidden Secrets, Easter eggs, and glitches on Forza Horizon 5. So for those who are new to my channel and don't know what this series is, well, this is a series where you, the subscribers, send me interesting things that you have found in Forza Horizon 5, and the ones which are the most unique and haven't yet been showcased on my channel will get a chance of being featured in a future episode. To send me the things that you have found, you can either write them down in the comment section below or direct messaging them to me through Instagram, Twitter, or Xbox, either by describing it or in video form. Please just make sure that it is in the best quality possible so it can be included in a future video. All of the links will be down in the description below. So without further ado, here are 7 new secrets, Easter eggs, and glitches that were recently discovered in Forza Horizon 5. Starting off with number 1, Catapult. So let's begin today's episode with a cool and funny glitch that you may be lucky enough to replicate. Now in this clip, you can see that the player is just free roaming around with a Ford Bronco. Then he decides to check the festival playlist for whatever reason. And then once he returns back to free roam, the player's car catapults up into the air slowly. Well, at least it looked pretty slow, but it ended up lifting pretty high up into the air and then descending back down to earth. Now I have seen a couple of clips like this before where players have hit an object or driven into a specific area and then press the pause button only to then shoot very far either upwards or sideways at an immense speed. There has been some incredible ones I have seen on YouTube, but this one has been one of the funnier ones that has been shown. Anyways, a huge shout out to 99 Tails from Xbox for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Number 2, floating decal. Okay, so this graphical bug was also seen back in Forza Horizon 4, however we will include it in today's video as it is also seen in Horizon 5. So what you want to do is get into your 2004 Subaru Impreza WRX STI and then head over to Forza Vista mode. Now before you do anything, just walk towards the front of the car and you can see the STI decal placed nicely over the fog light covers. However, once you upgrade your front bumper to this charge speed one, you will notice something quite unusual. There is a strange shadow behind the STI decals. This is because the decal hasn't moved from its OEM bumper to sit flush with the charge speed bumper. And if you zoom a little more closely, you can actually see that the decal is floating. This doesn't change in free roam, and of course this bug was also seen in Horizon 4. However, in Horizon 3, it looks as if this bumper was correct. Anyways, a huge shout out to Jeff Ferrari from Instagram for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Number 3, unusual tree. Here is one of Horizon 5's wonders of the world, so it has to do with an unusual looking tree somewhere near Guanajuato. But before that, here is how a normal tree generally looks like in Horizon 5. No matter how far or close you are to the tree, it doesn't change, which I know sounds blatantly obvious and a bit silly to actually point out, as that is usually how things are in reality. However, if we drive over to this particular tree here, you can see that from a distance, it looks as if the tree is missing a lot of its leaves and branches, particularly in the middle, making the overall shape or silhouette of this tree quite unique. But as we drive closer, all of a sudden more leaves appear, filling the empty gaps in the middle. Not only that, if we take a closer look at this tree in photo mode, I mean, this thing just looks incomplete. The stalk looks like it's been chopped off, the branches and leaves don't even connect to one another. It's just overall horrendously bugged. And I also think the level of detail in relation to the distance is far too sensitive. But who knows, are there any other unusual trees like this in Horizon 5? Anyways, a huge shout out to Boomy Superset 63 from Xbox for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Number 4, black screen. Now, I don't think I've seen this glitch before, so how this glitch happened was that the player was test driving a route in a convoy, then immediately after the game bugged out, which led to the game showing absolutely nothing but a black screen along with no car sounds. However, there were still a few things that were present. For instance, all the heads-up display was there, and judging by the minimap on the bottom left corner, he was still able to control his car and drive around. The sound effects for obtaining rotating skill chains were also present, along with being able to accelerate, change gears, and brake too. It just so happens that the most important part on the screen was completely blacked out. Anyways, a pretty cool bug, and a huge shout out to Folf Alpine from Twitter for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Number 5, zombie mode or Mexico mode. So this bug is in a sense similar to the black screen glitch that we had just mentioned. As you can see in the beginning of this clip, the screen is nearly once again entirely black, except this time you are still able to see the tail lights from the vehicle and also marking lights on the ground. But that is it. The lights do not create any ambient lighting at all, therefore feels as if there's no environment around. But then all of a sudden everything lights up again, similar to the light explosion bug we showcased on this series a few months back, but this time the final effect is a lot different. It feels like we are now entering a zombie apocalypse, preparing to mow down all of the zombies that are about to appear. Or perhaps we are finally driving in a proper Mexican environment, as the map now features a full-blown orange or sunset tint on the screen. I don't exactly know, but what a cool, unique glitch, and a huge shout out to The Turtle Gamer from Twitter for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Number 6, window or no window. Here's a little bug that I don't think many of us have noticed. Now, with convertibles in Horizon 5, we know that certain roadsters and spiders can have their roof put on or off depending on how the player might be feeling at the specific moment. And here we have a McLaren 720S Spider with its roof down, and if we take a look at the windows on the door, you can see as I pan around that the windows are visible on both ends. However, there is one vehicle that doesn't show the window on the far side, and that is the Porsche 918 Spider. So from the third person rear view, you can see that both side windows are present, but once I start moving the camera towards one side of the vehicle, the window on the far end disappears, and the same thing happens if I move it to the opposite side. Honestly, I have never noticed this before, but a huge shout out to your boy Jacksoon86 from Xbox for sharing this. Thank you. And lastly, number 7, BRZ XJ220S. So I'm sure for all car pass owners would have at least bought the latest car pass drop, which was the Jaguar XJ220S TWR. Now this car is pretty much the racing homologated version of the standard XJ220 and is powered by a beast of an engine, which can be seen right here in Forza Vista mode. I mean, just take a look at this. It's so beautifully modeled, but if we head out to free roam, something changes. Wait a minute, why does this engine now say it's powered by a Subaru Boxer engine from a BRZ? Look, I get that the level of detail between the car models in Forza Vista mode and free roam are different. We have even talked about this back in Horizon 4, and one example I can think of right off the top of my head is the Honda NSX-R. In Forza Vista mode, the engine looks incredibly detailed, but once we head out into free roam, the engine is reduced to pretty much nothing but just a flat image, which I'm certain is done to provide stability and consistency within the in-game performance. But come on, at least use a picture of the Jaguar engine at the back of this TWR. Why was an image of a BRZ engine just slapped on? Now, with so many new cars coming into the Forza franchise right now, and at such a critical time too, where Microsoft is slowly transitioning solely to the current Xbox Series consoles only, how are vehicles like this going to fit in or be future-proofed for Forza's upcoming Forza Tech engine, for perhaps Turn 10's upcoming Forza Motorsport game? I honestly don't think these car models will be up to par, not at least when they are compared to other games like Gran Turismo. But what do you guys think? Is this something you really want to see Playground Games and Turn 10 improve, or you aren't really bothered and just want to drive in the game? Let us know down in the comment section below. So there we have it guys, 7 new hidden secrets, Easter eggs and glitches that we have found in Forza Horizon 5. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And also, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 5 content right here on this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.